Yo, what's going on? So in this video, I'm going to be doing a call review for one of my friends. She's at a really, really, really big company. She's crushing it there. I believe she's the top setter there, and it's like her only first month being there. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump straight into it.
Hello?
Hi, Velvet.
Yes.
Hi, yeah, it's just Angela with Warrior Babe, and it looks like you were requesting some more information from our team. Is that right?
Well, I just took the quiz.
Oh, okay. And have you spoken to anybody yet?
No.
Okay, got it. So I guess you don't know how our process works yet?
No.
Okay, no worries. Typically what we do first want to do is just go over what you tried in the past, what you're currently doing, and what your goals are. And then from there, if your situation is something we could help with, we can book you into a Zoom meeting with one of Nikki's fitness mentors to walk you through in more detail how we could help and then answer all of your questions. But does that all make sense?
Is that what?
Does that all make sense? Or
Yeah.
nice. Perfect. So what have you tried in the past to help?
All right, that was solid. That was a solid frame for sure. I would say like I know some people that what's I'm gonna call it that will dial and say, "Hey, John," and then they won't say anything. Me personally, like I think that's just it's not awkward, but like I just think there's different styles to it. But I mean, if it works for you, it works for you for sure. I think it was a solid frame as well. Um, I just would maybe have changed the last question from "doesn't make sense" to "how does that sound?" or "would that help at all?" Right, place it back in their best benefit.
Help you reach your ideal situation?
Mainly watching what I eat and moving more.
Okay. So in what ways are you pretty active?
Like I walk and
Wait, what did she say?
like mainly watching what I eat and moving more.
Goals are, and then from there, if your situation is something we could help with, we can book you into a Zoom meeting with one of Nikki's fitness mentors to walk you through in more detail how we could help and then answer all of your questions. But does that all make sense?
Is that what?
Does that all make sense? Or
Yeah.
nice. Perfect. So what have you tried in the past to help you reach your ideal situation?
Mainly watching what I eat and moving more.
Okay. So in what ways are you pretty active?
Like I walk and like do like workout programs, but I try to keep variety so I don't get bored with it.
Okay. And how
Question on this, and I'm gonna send this to her after. But like, is there like, what was the reason behind asking her like in what ways are you active? Like, why not just say, like, what has you interested in, whatever you guys are offering to them, like whatever they saw in the ad, or like, what about the ad attracted your attention? Yeah, what about the ad attracted your attention? Like, why are we here today? Pretty much, instead of saying like, in what ways are we active? So that way we get the top of level like interest, what interested them about this offer, and like whatever it is that you guys are offering, and then what exactly interests you or interests her about it, and then from there you would go ahead and get like the goals, and then from there like deeper goals and the pain and so on and so forth.
and how long have you been consistent with that?
Like a couple years at least.
That's good. What kind of workouts do you do?
I'll walk and then I do fly dance fitness. And then I've done like P90X3 and some beach body workouts.
Okay. Got it. And then I know you said you watch what you eat. So what do your eating habits look like?
So right here, my just personal opinion and preference on this is like it kind of seems like stop and go. Like the prospect's kind of like confused, like she's speaking in a confused tone. And yeah, just from my preference of like what I'm seeing here, or my perspective, I should say, I think what we should do is just start with goals first. I'm not sure if you can, but start with goals first because we want to figure like, okay, why is she even doing these workouts in the first place? Like, what are these workouts for? Why is she walking? Why is she doing the dancing? Right? Like, what is she trying to get her ideal body to look like? How much is she trying to weigh? Is she trying to lose weight, like gain weight, so on and so forth, right? And then from there, we want to find out the current situation. That's why I like doing goals first because humans are goal oriented. And then from there, all right, cool. What are you doing right now to achieve your goals, or what's holding you back from being able to get there? Why aren't we there yet? Okay, that's why we're not there yet. Well, what actions have you made to actually reach XYZ goal? Such and such. Okay, cool. So, I mean, like we clearly haven't done the necessary work to be able to get to our goals. Why not? Why is that? Because we've been stuck in the same spot for at least a year. Why haven't we switched it around? Right. And then boom, you get the pain from there. Right. You go deeper and deeper and deeper and you get the pain from there. And then that's when you ask them, okay, cool. So with that being said, like, what do you feel like you need from us to be able to actually reach your dream fitness body or your dream goal, whatever it is? And then you tailor the pitch to whatever she just said right there. So that's just how I would handle this call, just like 2 minutes in, but we'll listen.
I know I'm not eating like enough protein, but usually it looks like eggs in the morning, then I'll usually have like a balanced lunch with like carb, protein, stuff like that. And then for dinner, I try to just do like no carb, like protein and veggie.
Okay. So you're eating pretty healthy, but just potentially not enough protein. And then,
Like I'm not good on the snacks. Like I
Okay.
probably don't eat enough. I know that there's some people that are like eat less, move more. Some people that are like you have to eat little meals more often. Some that are like, you know what I mean? There's just so much different stuff out there that I'm like, who knows? Who knows if I'm doing it right or not?
100%, I get what you mean. That can be so overwhelming, which is something that like Warrior Babe really likes to focus on, is the simplicity of everything, because you cannot get anything done if you're being told to do like multiple different things. But what about energy and things like that? Like, how's that for you?
I struggle with hypothyroidism, and so currently it's not great just because my levels are low again, and so they're trying to adjust it with medication. But
Okay.
normally I'm okay. Like I get up early. I have the energy I need usually.
No, I hear you. By the way, do you have any other health concerns?
Nope, that's the only one.
Okay. And just to understand, I know you said normally you're good, but to understand potential like external stressors, these are like work life or home life could play a factor in that, or?
Yeah, I have 6 kids, so they keep me running all the time.
I hear you. Okay. So what about work life? Is that better for you?
So I'm a massage therapist and I do it in my home. So it's basically how busy or slow I want it to be.
Okay, that's good. And what are your like specific goals with fitness and health?
I know I am overweight. I would like to lose weight so I'm healthier. And I feel better. Like I've always struggled in the confidence area and always feeling self-conscious and stuff. So, but it's mainly health. I don't want to like, I'm 40. I don't want to go into the rest of the last half of my life being like all these health problems because of weight. So I'd say that's my number one concern.
So here's another reason why I go into goals first, because we could have gotten that a minute into, like 30 seconds into the call, if we just would have asked goals first. Now, I'm not sure if you can. I don't know if your offer or your manager's going to allow you to do that, but just, again, not to repeat myself, but like that's why I would go into goals first.
And that says so much about your commitment to your health, because you're 40 years old and you're taking action now to take care of your future self, which is huge, because a lot of people do wait until it's too late. But
that was a good validation.
When you say you want to lose some weight, do you know, or do you have a specific amount you want to lose?
No, I don't know. I'm short, so I hear a lot of like crazy small numbers that I should be, and I'm definitely not there. So I don't have a specific number in mind, because I don't want to get caught up in like the numbers game, especially where muscle and fat are very different. So if I'm gaining more muscle and I'm not seeing the numbers on the scale, I would hate for that to discourage me.
Yeah, I love that. That's a really good mentality. Okay, and how long have you just not been able to feel confident for?
Well, I've always struggled with it, even though I look back now and I'm like, what were you worried about, girl? You look good. But
Right.
So I don't know if I have felt confident, but.
So that question, it was a good question. I just would phrase it differently. Like, how long have we been feeling this way for about ourselves? How long, or how do you, I mean, this may be a closer question, but how do you feel when you look in the mirror? Right. Or when you look in the mirror, like, what do you think about yourself? Or like, she's obviously said she feels self-conscious. So like, how long have you been feeling self-conscious for? What does that prevent you from doing in your day-to-day life? Right. And then another question, this is probably a closer question, but like, how do your kids, how does your family view you?
Just always at least like pounds overweight. And then with each kid, like the first couple, it came off pretty easy, the weight. And then the more kids I had, and then my thyroid started tanking. And so it just kind of like added up. And that's where the confidence is really like suffered, I guess.
I hear you.
But yeah.
Yeah, so for you then, why is it important to really prioritize this now?
Good question.
Like I say, I'd rather go into the next phase of my life like feeling good and healthy.
I love that. Okay, honestly, I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of your situation.
When did she realize that though? Like That's what I was trying to figure out. Is like when did she realize that?
There is anything we haven't covered that might be relevant?
I don't think so.
Okay. I do have a few suggestions if you would be open to them.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like how I said in the beginning, I do really feel like Nikki's fitness mentors could be able to dive deeper into your situation, understand what you're really missing and what could actually help you not only like be able to lose the weight, but just feel confident within yourself, gain some muscle and everything, and really give you all your options on what we could be able to offer you. Would you?
Okay.
Yeah. Or what time zone are you in?
So here, that was a good pitch. I love saying, can I make a recommendation or can I, suggest, I have a few suggestions if you're open to it, because it gives you like, if they say yes, it puts you in the authority frame, the authority figure. Like, yes, I need help. Like, tell me, what should I do for this? But yeah, I would say like I would tailor this more towards her. Like, she gave you all this stuff. That's one of the reasons why we do disco, right? So that way we can tailor our pitch to them specifically. So obviously, like, you got it, but I just would say moving forward that's what I do, is just mention the things she said before in your pitch.
Sorry, what did you just say?
What time zone are you in so I can see what we have available for you? Like the morning, more detail how we could help you.
Okay, and like how much? Because that's going to be a huge factor, obviously.
Yeah, that's a great question. So the Zoom call, like I mentioned, like that's free, of course. It's really just walking you through in detail. And then just like how I said, we would give you a custom plan that also comes with custom prices, which can range anywhere from like a couple $100 a month to even like thousands yearly. It really just depends on how aligned you are with.
And I remember you telling me this too, that you guys don't hard financially qualify these people on your calls. And I think personally, like, you definitely should do that, just so that way you can get your set close rate up. I mean, on any offer, right? I think on all setting offers or on all setting calls, you should financially qualify. I just think that should be mandatory, just because otherwise, if not, then who cares if they have the intent, right? Like, yeah, they have the intent, boom, but they're broke. Like, now what? Now the closer's close rate goes down lower, and then your set close rate goes down lower, right? So I know it's not your fault. It's the offer. They told you not to do that, but yeah.
The custom plan that we give you.
Okay. Like, yeah. I'd like, can I just think about it and then I can go on your website and schedule a time?
Yeah, 100%. And when you say think about it, is it just like on if you're in the financial position to do so, or just to see if like we're the right fit for you?
Both.
Okay, got it. So I can actually send you some resources.
So right there, that was good. That was really good. I would just say from there, like what she had said, both. Or maybe like start off asking an open-ended question first, like saying, yeah, you can definitely go ahead and take some time to think about it. No worries at all. I would hate for you to rush into anything. But when you say think about it, right, like what do you mean by that exactly? Like what exactly would you like to look over, or what exactly is crossing your mind, or what thoughts are racing through your mind at the moment? And then she will let you know exactly what it is. Start off with an open-ended question first, and then start going close-ended. And then from what she said to you, she said both. I would say, yeah, because you said, is this the program the right fit for you? And like as far as the cost, right? So I would tackle the like program if it's even right for her. Like, okay, yeah, and like what would you need to see in order for this program to be right for you, right? That's another reason why I asked that question right before I end discovery. Like, what do you feel like you need from us to actually reach your dream body, right? So that way she will let me know, and I could tailor it to her, right, in the pitch. And then she will let me know. But yeah, I would ask that question, like, what do you feel like you need to see from us? So that way this is the right, what do you need to see from a program in general to move forward with them, right? And then from there, okay, cool. And then as far as like price, that sounds like a concern there. It's like pricing sounds like something that's top of mind for you. Is that right? Okay, cool. So just to talk about price, right? Because we'd hate for the finances to be the main thing that holds someone back. Where are you at right now as far as budget wise to set aside to be able to reach your dream body or whatever her goals were? Oh, I'm at this, right? I'm at that. And if they don't tell you, then just ask, like, okay, cool. I mean, would you say you're like a few $100? Or would you say you're like a couple thousand? Like, where would you say you're at as far as budget wise? Right? Really get them to say a number that they have set aside for something like this. Because if not, then is pricing really even a factor, right? If they don't tell you how much they're budgeting for something like this. So that's what I'd say.
To like help you get more information on just Nikki and Warrior Babe. And then as you're like thinking things through, you can always text this number that I'll go ahead and shoot you a text with.
Yeah, so that's basically it. But yeah, overall though, it was a pretty solid call. I just would say add those few things in, and then yeah, you're golden from there. I know sometimes setters, they can't deviate from the script, so I'm not sure if that's the case with you. I know we'll talk about it, but yeah, if you're a setter and you can't deviate from the script, we'll definitely master the script that you guys have now at the moment. So that way, when you do become really good with it and you're crushing it, then you be able to have free will and free range to do the things that you want to do on your own, right? Or do what other people do, just leave the offer, unless if it's like good OTE and it's good for you. But if it's low OTE and like they want you to stick to the script like that, I don't see a reason being there. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. Like, subscribe, and my Instagram is down in the description.